Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to day number 3 of the White Pine Boys Basketball Tournament. I'm Asher Fife.
And I'm Mason Smith.
And we are here. It is the Logos Knights against the Potlatch Loggers. Winner plays in the consolation game in McCall. And after that, we have the championship game. So yeah, let's take a look at this bracket. As you see on the very left, it is Logos and Potlatch. Logos started off with a win over Troy, but then falling to Kendrick 70-62, put them on the left side of the bracket, and they ended up beating Prairie, knocking Prairie off of the tournament 58-41. And as for the Potlatch Loggers, they ended up losing their first game and then beating Troy, and that put them into game number 11. As you see, game number 13 in McCall on the 27th. And then right after that at 7:30 p.m., we have the district champion Kamiah Cub versus the Kendrick Tigers. That should be a great one. We got some basketball lined up for you tonight, and don't go anywhere for this White Pine Basketball Championship. And it wouldn't be done without our proud sponsors.
Thank you to our sponsor, Story Family Medicine. It's a direct primary care clinic located in Moscow, Idaho, serving the Palouse. Founded by Dr. Rod Story, a board-certified family physician with 18 years of diverse medical experience, including emergency room, hospital, hospice, and nursing home care, the clinic emphasizes personalized and accessible health care. Big thank you to Boyer Gravel. Boyer Gravel is a family-owned and operated business in the Lapway area. For 47 years, we have delivered gravel all over the area to the Lewis-Clark Valley and all the surrounding communities. Give us a call Monday through Friday from 7 to 5, and we will give you a price and put you on the schedule. No job too big or too small. Give us a call at 208-843-2551. And finally, Forged Construction. At Forged Construction, we don't just build homes, we deliver high-quality, elite homes with a culture of hard work, leadership, and teamwork. Founded by Brad Covington, a firefighter with carpentry and excavation experience, we prioritize efficiency and accountability in every project. Just like in sports, teamwork and trust are key. From laborers to designers, we operate as one unit. Visit forgeconstruction.work. That's correct, .work.
Big thank you to all of our sponsors. Couldn't thank them enough.
Could not thank them enough.
You helped us out a lot here in this White Pine tournament. Wouldn't be possible without you guys. And so, minute and a half to go. We will let the public address announcer do the Star Spangled Banner and the starters, and then we will be underway. Just over a minute to go here in Lewiston, Idaho. Winner goes to McCall, loser is out.
Big game for both of these teams, so we will see you in 1 minute and 10 seconds.
Well,
So the Loggers coming into this game 11-12. The first time these two teams met was on December 17th, and the Loggers beat Logos 64-63, a 1-point win. And then they went to play them again on January 28th, and they ended up losing to Logos 62-52. And here they play them a third time here on February 26th. So they split games, and we'll see who will get game number 3 in the bag. We'll see here.
I know I didn't do commentary with you, Asher, for any of the Potlatch games, so not really familiar with their team, but I know for Logos, Seamus Wilson, one of their key players, so I know he fouled out last time Logos played, so hopefully that doesn't happen tonight, and should be a good game.
Yeah, some key players to look out for the Loggers is number 4, Chase Lovell, and number 15, Everett Lovell. They are cousins, just a year apart, but the junior, the guard, Chase Lovell, is just such an elite player. He can create his own shots and just super shifty, so it'll be interesting to see how Wilson and Lovell pair up against each other. I'm assuming that's who that matchup is, and it appears to be, as the Loggers get the first possession of this basketball game. Ball's in the left wing now, not the top of the key. Lovell now, guarded by Wilson. Matchup will be key. Morris is gonna take it. Thought about the 3, but he's gonna end up passing it up here in the near side corner. Looking inside, Lovell back over to Mitchell. Mitchell with a nice pop make. Goes down, up and good for 2. So the sophomore starting and getting a good bucket from the beginning. Wilson's just gonna pull it from deep, and he's got it. My goodness, if he can get started, there's no stopping him.
Big statement piece for Wilson right there.
Lovell guarded by Wilson. There's Morris now. Lovell hands it off to his cousin Lovell. Morris now thought about the 3, but he's gonna end up taking it, but a foul will be called on the Knights. Ryan Daniels. First team foul of the game will go to the Logos Knights. So here's Lovell. Waiting for a setup now. Left wing gonna drive baseline is Lovell. Lovell up and good for 2. So the senior getting his first points of the game. Wilson now is gonna drive inside. Kicks it back out to the far corner. Here's Manure. Guarded by Mitchell. Nice back cut by Wilson. Goes up and inside. Good for 2 is Lucis Comas. Good bucket for them. 5-4 is your score here as Logos is up by 1. Low after some contact. Pull-up jumper up, no good. Battle for the board. They're going to say last touched by Lovell. So it will be night basketball.
Wilson once again just really showing off his skill set early into this game, and hopefully substantial for the Logos Knights here.
Wilson's going to take it again. No good there, but an offensive rebound, and it will be Logger basketball. Yeah, you're gonna see Wilson taking a lot of those shots. You know, some are good, some are bad, but he's the best player, and he really ends up making that decision if he's gonna shoot it or not.
Yeah, like you're saying, Ash, I mean, he's really just taking the initiative. Watching him on the court, he's running the plays out here.
and his confidence is just at an all-time high. And we have a turnover there, so I don't know if a Logger stepped over the baseline or not, but it is Knight basketball. Diving on the floor is Lovell, but Wilson keeps possession of it. Far side wing, guarded by Lovell. Now at the top of the key, there's Monjour. Gonna take it against Mitchell. He's gonna drive left. Thought about the floater and then the pass. Couldn't make up his mind, and he ended up traveling with it.
Great defense by the sophomore Mitchell there, standing his ground.
So Monjour is going to take a seat, and in is gonna come number 20, Boaz Whitling. Mitchell now, Logos with a press, ends up backing up. Lovell. Morris now in the near side wing. Bounce pass. Mitchell for three. No. Rebounded by Wilson. Wilson's gonna take it now for the Knights. Looking to push it up, but he's gonna keep the basketball. Near side corner. 4-3 up. Hits the rim a couple times, ends up falling out, and that is rebounded by Chambers. Chambers will hand it over to Lovell. Lovell to Lovell. Nice pump fake. Up and good for two. Great connection from the Cousins. Drive right. Now at the top of the key, Whitling. Now here's Wilson, drives right, but he's gonna say he traveled.
Looks like we've got Covington checking into the game now for number 44, Gunnar Holloway.
In these White Pine games, they're just known for their low-scoring first quarters. I don't know if I've seen a game in this tournament yet where there has been a average scoring first quarter. Both offenses just start off so slow, but then they really start to kick it in on the next three quarters. As a turnover there for the Loggers. So we'll see if the Knights can break the curse, what it seems like, of these low-scoring first quarters. Whitling is gonna size up against Mitchell. Miscommunication there. And Whitling with a turnover, looking for Wilson, just not on the same page there, and Monjour is going to sub in for Whitling. Logos showing some pressure there, but a nice handoff to Lovell. Lovell's gonna take a pump fake. Deep three from Lovell is short, but a nice offensive rebound from Chambers. Chambers will reset the offense and give the Loggers another chance. Morris now, Chambers. Nice drive in, but that's no good.
I believe tipped off by the Loggers there.
Yeah.
It'll be Logos ball.
Close call there. The ref closest needed an extra set of eyes, but they did call Logos basketball.
Logos defense acting a little lackadaisical, you could say, really hesitating to block one of these threes that the Loggers have had here.
So Wilson, after losing the ball, is going to drive in left, and another travel called on Wilson. Back-to-back travels and 3 turnovers for the Logos Knights early in this basketball game.
Wilson not happy about that call.
But I do agree that that's the travel there. Definitely stuttered with his feet. So here's Lovell up against Wilson. Wilson over to Lovell. Chambers now. Not too much movement going around for the Loggers. Really need to get the ball inside the paint. Morris now looking. He's going to drive. Sizes up Monjour, and a steal there that time for Covington. Covington will take it coast to coast for an easy 2 for the the Knights. The Loggers just don't seem to be on the same page here. So here's Lovell, down by 1. 7-6 your score here in Lewiston. Top of the key, that's Morris. Gets it over to Chambers. Nice little handoff there. Stop and pop, up and good for 2 is Lovell. That is his money spot right there, his sweet spot, if you will. Wilson's gonna drive in, mid-range jumper. And he's gonna exchange a pull-up mid-range. Getting the Logos lead back up to 1. Lovell finds Chambers inside. Now back out. Lovell drives in, double teamed by two Knights, but that doesn't matter as number 15 Everett Lovell scores the 2. Wilson's gonna drive in. They're gonna say a foul on the ground. That's gonna be on number 15 Everett Lovell. First team foul for the Loggers.
Now checking in for the Logos Knights is Ransom Sense. Coming off, timeout, Logos Knights.
And yeah, that's gonna be a full timeout. This timeout is brought to you by Story Family Medicine. Story Family Medicine is a direct primary care clinic located in Moscow, Idaho, serving the Palouse. Founded by Dr. Rod Story, a board-certified family physician with 18 years of diverse medical experience, including emergency room, hospital, hospice, and nursing home care. The clinic emphasizes on personalized and accessible health care. Big shout out to Story Family Medicine for sponsoring the Bengal Network for some White Pine basketball. It has been a very exciting tournament.
Yeah, big first quarter here. Like we were saying, I mean, really just Wilson versus the Lovell boys out here. Who is the king of the mid-range jumper is the real question, because both very strong from that spot on the court.
Yeah, and I've covered this entire tournament, and that is the name of the game for these two teams, is the pull-up jumpers for both Chase Lovell and Seamus Wilson. I mean, they just go back and forth to each other, so I would assume that will be the trend in this basketball game, but we'll see if a defense can get more stops than the other, can find a way to shut down either Wilson or Lovell. I think that's the team that's going to win.
Loggers really showing off their defensive skills, though. I think they have the upper hand so far compared to the Knights.
Yeah, I do think that Logger team is a little bit well diversified than the Knights, but we'll see here how dominant Wilson can be. Against the Tigers, he had 5 fouls. He fouled out early in the fourth quarter, and that led to the Knights' first loss of the tournament, their one and only. Lovell now gets it over to his cousin, the younger Chase. Drives right, there's Everett Lovell. Mid-range jumper, no good. Rebounded by Chambers, a good offensive rebound. Goes up and good for 2, count it, and 1.
I mean, like we were just talking about, I mean, Chambers wide open right there, taking that jumper. I mean, didn't sink it or anything, but Potlatch gets a point out of it, and hopefully one more here.
Again, with those offensive rebounds, it just comes down to who wants it more, who's gonna get all the dirty work before the rebound. A 3 is up and no good for Daniels, and a one-shot possession for the Knights there. Lovell now. Handoff to Everett. There's Mitchell. Morris now in the near side wing. He's gonna drive on Daniels. Chambers now gets it over to Morris. Left wing, Everett Lovell gonna drive up and good for 2, back-to-back and ones for the Loggers.
Now checking into the game, Holloway for Daniels. Lots of substitutions for the Knights so far.
Yeah, so just like that, the Loggers up by 5 after the Knights were up most of this first quarter. Now a 6-point Logger lead. Wilson trying to get something going for this Knight offense. They have been ice cold here in the tail end of this first quarter. A 3 is up and no good. Defensive rebound from Everett Lovell. Now gets it over to Chase Lovell. Morris looks inside, but is gonna hand it off to Lovell. Gonna drive left. Another pull-up jumper up, no good. Kind of a little floater there, but good defense from Sense there.
Wilson with the long pass there intended for Holloway. I believe it'll be Logger's ball.
Yeah, and to me, that's just an unnecessary pass, you know, getting that risky pass, but not really an advantage giving to the Knights as all the Loggers were back on defense.
And when you're down by 6 like this, no need to be rushing a play.
Exactly right. No need to make a chance for a turnover. Wilson weaves through 2 Loggers, a nice move, but just unable to finish, and an offensive rebound. Great aggression from Holloway there. And a foul called on number 3, Tyson Chambers. Second team foul for Potlatch. The Knights have 3. Wilson trying to get it inside. Uses most of that 5 seconds, but ends up getting it out. Here's Manero now. Guarded by Mitchell. Now Wilson gonna drive in over the hand of Lovell. And you really just can't do anything to guard that. I don't know what
Wilson's
the answer is there.
That's Wilson's sweet spot for sure. That'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Potlatch 15, Logos 11. 4-point lead for Potlatch. Still anyone's game at this point, but any thoughts, Asher?
Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty high-scoring first quarter, actually, for White Pine.
Yeah.
11 to 15. Might have been the highest scoring first quarter that I've seen in the tournament. But yeah, just the offensive explosions from Wilson, kind of been limited a little bit. And then the 2 Lovell brothers, I mean, they're just so good. The and one from
Everett level.
Thank you.
I believe, yeah.
And so, yeah, we'll see how the rest of this game goes. After 1 quarter, pretty evenly matched up teams. But this second quarter is brought to you by Story Family Medicine. Story Family Medicine is a direct primary care clinic located in Moscow, Idaho, serving the Palouse. Founded by Dr. Rod Story, a board-certified family physician with 18 years of diverse medical experience, including emergency room, hospital, hospice, and nursing home care. The clinic emphasizes on personalized and accessible health care.
Love to see the support. Love to see it.
Absolutely.
Starting the second quarter, looks like Covington will check the ball in. Hopefully slowing things down for the Knights.
Yeah, they've just really looked rushed on offense. Wilson's gonna back down Lovell, but loses the ball there. Fight for the basketball. End up in a jump ball. Logger fans riled up. They want to see this team. As you see this replay brought to you by the Diamond Shop. Wilson just lost the ball, led into a jump ball situation. Just great defense from the Loggers. Here's Lovell now. Mitchell. Back to Morris. Morris at the top of the key. Lovell from deep. That is wide right. Defensive rebound by Holloway, and Wilson will lead the pack for the Knights. Wilson with a nice spin move over the hand of Lovell, but that is no good, but an offensive rebound here for Logos. Manure for 3, no. Another offensive rebound for the Knights, this time backing up Chambers, up, no good. And finally a defensive rebound for the Loggers. Mitchell not looking at the ball, tries to save it, but a reckless turnover for the Loggers.
Like you were saying, Asher, it really is just a battle for the offensive rebounds in the paint there by both teams.
Yeah, I mean, the amount of opportunities Logos had on that last possession, very surprised that that didn't end at any points as Covington goes up for 2, but is fouled. That time by number 23, Jameis Morris. His first personal and the first team foul of the second quarter belonging to the Loggers. Covington's first shot up, no good.
Second for Covington will be good.
After rattling a couple times, finally falls in.
Lopez now check into the game for Covington.
So Logos going with a little bit of a smaller lineup here. Neither team really has a whole lot of height on them, as a quick turnover again for the Loggers. Just the same situation as we saw there early in the first, where I didn't really see what happened, but just a inbounding issue. Wilson, a bounce pass to Lopez. Lopez gonna drive in. Now the top of the key to Manure. Manure's gonna take it for 3, no. But an offensive rebound for the Knights. A nice pump fake from Manure. Looks inside, up, and no good for 2, but an offensive rebound gets his own. Finally good for 2 is Holloway sticking with it. Finally ends in 2. Here's Lovell, no one guarding him. He's gonna do a pull-up jumper. That's gonna touch the rim a couple times, and no. And they're gonna say that is a foul on Morris. His second already.
Comus helping out the Knights a lot, both defensively and offensively, rebounding back-to-back there.
And Morris seems to be favoring that left ankle. He was grabbing at his right ankle, so he's gonna take a seat with 2 personal fouls and a limp.
Redmond now checking into the game for the Loggers.
So here's Wilson, a screen from Holloway. He's gonna take it, go all the way out. 3 from Lopez, way long, but an offensive rebound, but a whistle blown, and looks to be an offensive foul on number 34 of the Knights, Jess Brower, who just recently checked in. Mitchell gonna hand it over to Lovell. Here's Chase Lovell now. Guarded by Wilson, gonna drive right by, a pop-up jumper, and good.
Just so much time and so much space there for Lovell. I mean, not even a contested shot.
And Wilson is just such a shifty player. You'd think he would be a tough defender, but Lovell having no problems driving around him. A 3 good from Manure in the far side corner. Just like that, it's knotted up at 17. So here's Lovell, guarded by Wilson. Gets it over to Morris, skips it over. Far wing now, Mitchell looking inside, but that is batted away into the hands of Everett Lovell. And a whistle blown. And they're gonna say a foul is on number 33 of the Knights. That's gonna be Comus, his second personal. Let's take another look at this replay brought to you by the Diamond Shop. Lots of ball there, but they saw contact. Ball's gonna rattle in, his first is good.
The older Lovell boy, Everett here, taking the second shot. It will be good. Definitely not afraid to body his way into the paint there and go up for a layup.
And that somehow fell into the hands of a Knight, and a good plus the foul for Brower.
I don't know if we got that on replay, like went off the face of Morris
it
there.
was just like an unexpected pass. And just a little ricochet off, and a nice 2 for Brower. That foul is on number 33, Hunter Redmond, his first, and the 13th foul for the Loggers. So here comes Potlatch. Tied up at 18, a 3 up and good for Morris. Morris able to knock down 1. Wilson shot up, no good. Saved, but they're gonna say last touch by a Knight.
Lopez checking out of the game, and Daniels coming back in.
4:40 to go here in the first half.
3-point lead for the Loggers.
A very close game.
See if they can hold on before halftime.
Lovell gets over to Mitchell in the far corner. Looking inside, but just right into the hands of Brower. Brower gets it over to Wilson. Wilson with a right-hander laying up and good. Nice reverse laying from Wilson. And a timeout called by the Potlatch Loggers.
This timeout will be brought to you by Boyer Gravel. Boyer Gravel is a family-owned and operated business in the Lapwai area. For 47 years, we have delivered gravel all over the area to the Lewis-Clark Valley and all the surrounding communities. Give us a call Monday through Friday from 7 to 5, and we will give you a price and put you on the schedule. No job too big or too small. Give us a call at 208-843-2551.
And we actually have a Boyer in this tournament, Brock Boyer.
Brock Boyer.
From the Kendrick Tigers.
Yes.
So,
used to go to Lewiston, I believe, didn't he?
Jennifer Middle School.
Way back in the day.
And yeah, he went to a Lewiston Middle School. So, but moved to Kendrick for high school. And he had a great football season. I mean,
senior
my
year.
goodness, won a state championship after going up a class. That was big for Kendrick. And they're going to try to continue their sport success this time in basketball. We'll see if they can beat the red-hot Kamiah Cubs, only losing one game in the season. They have been so good.
Kendrick, definitely a dynasty in most of the sports world, to be honest.
Absolutely.
For these small schools.
But we have the Loggers versus the Knights here, and we have a good one here. Morris at the top of the key, going to drive left. Good little pump fake and a nice footwork there, but that is no good. Rebounded by Manure. Manure lost it, but into the hands of the Knights. Manure lost it again. Might have some sweaty hands, maybe a slippery basketball. Wilson now at the right side wing. Couple dribble moves, nice shifty footwork. Just such a shifty player is Wilson. Good for two.
Gotta have Wilson contested in those kinds of shots. Can't let him have any space or he's gonna sink every single one.
Yeah, we might see a double team come here pretty soon from the Loggers. I don't know. If he continues this performance, how can you not double team him? So now here's Lovell. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Everett Lovell for a three. Yes, sir! Corner three from the senior Everett Lovell. Wilson now looking to respond. Another mid-range jumper, no good. Rebounded by Chase Lovell. Lovell gets it stolen from Wilson. Wilson gets it over to Manure, and just back-to-back turnovers for both of these teams. A heave to Morris. Morris double-teamed inside the mid-range, and just kind of need to slow it down, but Lovell's going to take it for three. You got it! So 2 threes for the Lovell Cousins. Puts them up by 5 just like that.
Can we appreciate Everett Lovell getting back and getting the steal there on the other side of the court and finding that pass long down.
Wilson gets his long rebound. Up, no good for 2, going 0 for 2 on that possession. So maybe the Loggers found an answer to Wilson's offense. Lovell with under 2 to go here in the first half. Drives right. Looking into a pool of Knights. Not sure where that pass was intended to, but Wilson looking to shorten this lead. Drive right, a beautiful pass inside and an easy 2. That time for Jankovic.
His first points of the night, I believe.
And that timeout is called by the Logos Knights. A 30-second timeout.
And this timeout will be brought to you by Forged Construction. At Forged Construction, we don't just build homes, we deliver high-quality, elite homes with a culture of hard work, leadership, and teamwork. Founded by Brad Covington, a firefighter with carpentry and excavation experience, we prioritize efficiency and accountability in every project. Just like in sports, teamwork and trust are key. From laborers to designers, we operate as one unit. Visit forgeconstruction.work. That's correct, .work.
And Forged Construction has quite the cool commercial. You guys will see it at halftime, but it's
action-packed
commercial. Very pleasantly surprised. You know, these small-town businesses have some great media teams working, and I was very impressed by all the commercials that were sent our way.
Well, it must be good coming from you then, because...
Yeah, I'm kind of our media guy here at the high school, and yeah, I was very blown away by these commercials. So shout out to Story Family, Boyer, Gravel, and Forge Construction for sponsoring the Bengal Network for White Pine basketball, and a turnover out of that timeout for the Loggers. Knights can tie it up with a 3 here. Covington now. Right side into Manure. Manure's going to drive in, double team, kicks it back out to Covington. Covington for 3. Bounces off, hits the backboard, and Manure with the offensive rebound, up and good for 2. 1-point game with just a minute to go here in the first half. So this time Everett Lovell is going to take it up. You take it, kick it over to Chase. Chase Lovell for the mid-range jumper, pull up, no good. Now the Knights can secure a lead, and that's no good. An offensive rebound up, no good. Another offensive rebound. Second time's the charm for Lucas Comas.
Comas using his height to his advantage there.
Yeah, back-to-back offensive rebounds. Leads to the Logos lead. We'll see if they can keep it here in the last 20 seconds, or if the Loggers can get the last second bucket. Setting up the last play here.
10 remain.
See what Lovell does. Waiting quite a bit of time, gets a screen, and they're gonna say defensive foul, an off-ball foul on that screen from Redmond, and that foul is on number 24 of the Knights. Covington, as you see right there, just plowed right over Redmond. Easy call there.
5 seconds remain. Let's see what Loggers can do.
Bounce pass from Mitchell inside. Up, no good, but a foul. So Lovell will go to the line to shoot 2. That foul was on number 33, Comas, his 3rd personal already. He's gonna need to be careful.
His first is good. Tying it up with 2 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Potlatch could increase the lead here. Second, no good. Rebound by the Loggers for 3. Lovell. Off the rim.
Yeah, great look from Lovell. Had a great opportunity to get that lead. You can't afford those offensive rebounds if you're the Knights, but it is all tied up at 29.
Great first half, though, so far from both teams. And really anyone's game, but right now, in my opinion, I think Loggers are playing a much better game, a lot more organized than the Knights. I really don't think the Knights, other than Wilson and Comas playing the big there, don't have a lot of talent as spread out as the Loggers.
Yeah, so far what I'm seeing from the Knights, it's just shots coming from Wilson, and then it's just if you can get the offensive board.
Rebounds by Comas.
Yeah, if you're Comas, and that might reset the offense, but that's pretty much all that I've seen so far. Enjoy these replays from the first half, some highlights, and then you'll get a word from our sponsors, and we will see you at the second half in about 10 minutes. We'll be right back.
The Story Family Medicine is really different than your usual practice. It's a direct primary care clinic. You might not know what that means, but direct primary care is basically saying, how can we make the care between a doctor and a patient, the relationship, more simple so that it works better? Everything that you do when you see a doctor is really cared for by a single monthly fee. Growth means that we can be healthier all over. Healthier as in keeping the right number of patients for the right doctor. Really never getting so big that you can't know your doctor and your doctor can't know you. We want to be different.
What do you think sets Forged apart from the competition?
The environment and the quality of work that we produce. I think that we can really hone in on somebody's specific wants with whatever they're wanting to build and want the end result to look like. It's really nice to have a group of people that work really well together, along with our project managers are really good at working with the customer as well. And I think it's a really special place to work, that's for sure.
I can't wait to go home. I can't wait to go home. 'Cause adventure, it can wait. And there's no
quarter brought to you by Boyer Gravel. Boyer Gravel is a family-owned and operated business in the Lapway area. For 47 years, we have delivered gravel all over the communities, over the Lewis-Clark Valley and all the surrounding communities. Give us a call Monday through Friday from 7 to 5, and we will give you a price and put you on the schedule. No job too big or too small. Give us a call at 208-843-2551. After a very even first half, it is all tied up at 29. Loggers starting with the basketball. Wilson going to take a three right off the bat. That's way off, but an offensive rebound there by Manure, and that's no good, but another offensive rebound, and that is finally up and good for Holloway. Knights showing a full court press there, but Loggers able to break it pretty easily. 31-29, and here's Lovell guarded by Wilson. The matchup all night, and they're gonna call a reach and foul in on Wilson. So his first personal, again, against the Tigers. He had a great game, but then fouled out early in the fourth quarter. Since then, he has played pretty cleanly on defense. There's Lovell at the near side corner looking inside.
Oh, looks out. Out on Logos?
Yeah, so it will be Logger basketball. 23 seconds left on the shot clock. Looking, finally finds Morris, but that's interrupted by Manure. Manure's gonna take that up, no good, but an offensive rebound. So that's been the story of the game so far in the second half. That one good by Comis.
And what a rebound by Logos, and that's going to come in big in this second half of the basketball game for both teams going forward.
Yeah, and another turnover. And a foul on the Loggers. So just like that, coming out of halftime, the Loggers have a fire under them. That foul on number 3, Tyson Chambers, his third personal already. And he looks to be staying in this ball game. Wilson over to Manure, guarded by Mitchell. He's looking, not finding anyone there. Holloway, the big man's gonna take it around the perimeter, post up from Morris. And a battle for the basketball. They're gonna call a jump ball. Yes, they will. So after a bobble from Redmond, led to that jump ball. Just take a look at this replay brought to you by the Diamond Shop.
Looks like pretty close right there.
Yeah, maybe it could have been a foul on Chambers. Got kind of wrapped around.
But you love to see the aggressiveness in this game. I mean, it's going to come down to that. Who can just play the toughest down in here? And, yeah.
Yeah, that's been the trend from White Pine with both boys and the girls. It's been so many jump balls, and you really don't see that at the higher classifications, but you really do hear just aggression and diving on the floor for loose balls. As that nice post move there for number 15, Everett Lovell. Wilson now gets it over. That time for Holloway. Over to Manure. That is no good, but another offensive rebound for the Knights. Another one. And a foul will be called on the Loggers. That time on number 15, Everett Lovell. That is Everett Lovell's second personal in the second team foul here in the third. Manure looks over the top of the key. It's Covington guarded by Morris, and another jump ball. So it will stay in the possession of the Knights. 5:45 to go here. Knights having a very good third quarter so far. Covington wide open for three. Got it. Covington knocks it down from beyond the arc and extends that Knight lead. Very impressive third quarter.
36-31 Knights with 5.5 minutes to go.
Here's Lovell in the near side corner.
Let's see what he can do. Looks like a
foul on Manure. his first personal. 2 team fouls for each team. Loggers have been stunned so far on offense. Haven't gotten anything going here in this third. Everett Lovell's gonna post up. Morris for 3. No. But an offensive rebound from Chambers. That no good. So a lot of second chance opportunities for both teams, just not going in.
Wilson driving in, out to the 3.
No good. So Covington could have had a back-to-back 3-pointers, but his second
out.
one, no good. It will be Knight basketball. Wilson taking the ball out of bounds, not finding anyone, but ends up finding Comis. Manure over to Wilson, near side corner. Thought he was gonna, thought he was gonna take that shot there, as on the ground was a Logger, but gets it back to Lovell. Everett Lovell's gonna drive in, stop, pop, up, no good. Fight for the rebound. No one stepped out of bounds until they're gonna say it's off Logos.
Logger ball.
So a close call there. No one really wanted to get possession of it, but they're gonna say last touch by Logos. Nice bounce pass into Mitchell. Mitchell up and no good.
No good. Great attempt though. Almost got it, but it looks like he's gonna be shooting here from the free throw line.
That foul is on number 44 of the Knights, Gunnar Holloway, his second personal and the 13th foul already for the Knights. Mitchell's first is no good.
Looks like the Knights subbing in.
Brower in for Holloway. Holloway's had a great game inside the paint, getting those rebounds. As Mitchell goes 0 for 2 from the line. So Wilson's gonna advance. Near side corner 3 is good from Manure.
Increases the lead to 8 with 4 minutes to go.
2 big time threes for the Knights here in the third quarter has expanded this lead from a tied 29 ball game at halftime to a 39-31 lead. Lovell guarded by Wilson at the half-court line. Loggers only scoring 2 points here in this third quarter. Continuing to struggle here. Everett Lovell hands it over to Chase. Drives in a stop, pop, floater up and good. Stone cold move for Chase Lovell. Top of the key now is Brower. Gets it over to Manure. Inside to Covington. Up and good. A nice fadeaway there for Baxter Covington, the sophomore. Knights getting the lead back to 8.
Loggers looking to make a move here. Hopefully he can catch up to that lead again.
Lovell now. Lovell. Top the key to Morris. Morris with a nice pump fake. Chase Lovell. Thought about driving in, but a block shot there. We're gonna say last touch by the Knights. So the Loggers with 6 seconds left on the shot clock as Manure sits and Sent is gonna check in. So like I said, 6 seconds left on the shot clock. What can the Loggers do? Morris now to Lovell. Need to get a shot up right now. And unaware of the shot clock. A shot clock violation.
Looks like some miscommunication on the court. A lot of people saying go for 3. Probably just didn't understand how much was left in the shot clock. But we'll look back to get that ball back in. Knights have the ball.
Here's
Drives in.
Wilson. Sents for 3. No, a strong defensive rebound there from Lovell. Lovell's going to take it. Guarded by Wilson. Wilson with a couple crossovers. Guarded by Covington. Far from the 3-point range. A screen from Lovell. It's going to be a defensive foul there by Covington. His third personal. Sense is going to take a seat. In is going to come Whitling. So they're going to keep Covington in with 3 personals. As Everett Lovell checking the ball in, gets to Mitchell, a bounce pass right back to Everett Lovell. His lane up, high arcing lane, no good. Foul is on the Knights, number 24, Baxter Covington. Excuse me, that was Jess Brower of the Knights.
He makes his first one. Looks like Knights making a couple substitutions.
Covington's gonna take a seat, and so will Brower.
With his second attempt. And good.
Cuts the lead to just 6 here for the Knights. Drive in. Laying up and good for number 12, Ryan Daniels. Nice savvy move inside the paint, posting up in a nice little fadeaway. Morris now. Gets it over to Lovell. Lovell's gonna drive in, a mid-range jumper over.
Misses net. Knights pick it up, looking to increase this lead.
Whitling now, far side wing. Gets it over to Wilson. Wilson zips it over to Daniels. Daniels is gonna drive in. Back over to Wilson. Wilson for 3. Yes, sir, you got it.
What a game Wilson is having.
That might just be an average day for work for Wilson. Just such a good player.
Increasing that lead by 11.
I mean, when Wilson is hot, he's hot, and the Knights can't lose when Wilson is playing this good.
Yeah. They got to figure out how to shut him down, and if they just can, then it's going to be a down roll file from here. It's an 11-point lead with the timeout right here.
And this timeout is brought to you by Forge Construction. At Forge Construction, we don't just build homes, we deliver high-quality elite homes with a culture of hard work, leadership, and teamwork. Founded by Brad Covington, a firefighter with carpentry and excavation experience, we prioritize efficiency and accountability in every project. Just like in sports, teamwork and trust are key. From laborers to designers, we operate as one unit. Visit forgeconstruction.work. That's correct, .work. So after a full timeout, it is the Loggers up by 11. Excuse me, the Knights up by 11. The Loggers have some work to do. Loggers only 6 points to show on the scoreboard for the third quarter. Big problem area for Potlatch.
Looks like Potlatch getting the ball here right after that timeout.
So a full court press coming from Logos. Trying to get the ball inbounds, having trouble doing so.
Oh, looks intercepted. Intercepted by Wilson. Drives in, and good.
Wilson with a great job turning defense into offense. Here comes Morris. Morris is going to take it coast to coast, ends up kicking it out to Lovell. Lovell drives in on the double team, up no good. Foul looks to be on number 20, Whitling. We'll see what the call is. Yes, on Boaz Whitling.
He'll get 2 shots.
First personal, so Loggers in the bonus now. Lovell's first is no good.
We got 1:25 left to go in the third. See if Loggers can cut the lead.
And a big thing is if the Loggers can get to the free throw line in the remainder of this third quarter, some free trips could be a possibility here.
Yeah, and every point counts at this point of the game. Looks like a foul on the Loggers.
Yeah, Lovell gets shoved, and Wilson gets the tail end of that push. Lovell's third personal, one of the key players for the Loggers with 3. Nice pass inside to Wilson, a shovel pass inside Great vision from Wilson to Holloway leads to an easy 2. 14-point lead for the Knights.
1 minute left to go on the clock.
And a bobbled pass and catch from Mitchell led to a Logger turnover just like that. Loggers in dominant control here.
Knights building this momentum and using it to their advantage.
Wilson with a pull-up jumper is good. Loggers just demoralized in this third. Morris bounce pass over to Mitchell. Whips it over to Lovell. Lovell for 3. You got it. Good high arcing shot from Lovell. That'll help the Loggers a little.
Shot clock turns off. Let's see what the Knights can do here.
Daniels with another savvy move inside the paint. The senior point guard can do some damage in the paint. Lovell with the last shot opportunity here. We'll see how he uses this time to score.
Looking for a lane.
Lovell with a great look. In for 2. So the last points of the third quarter do belong to the Loggers. Cuts lead 54-41. Loggers well in the vicinity to come back here in the fourth quarter. Definitely not over.
Not over yet, yeah. 13-point game lead. In basketball, you can get that a couple plays. So should be a good fourth quarter here for us, and we'll be back with you soon.
Yeah, so the Loggers really not known for the three-point shooting, but they're going to have to get those easy 2s. We'll see how the Lovell Cousins can work together here in the fourth quarter, maybe get a comeback. But this fourth quarter is brought to you by Forge Construction. At Forge Construction, we don't just build homes, we deliver high-quality elite homes with a culture of hard work, leadership, and teamwork. Founded by Brad Covington, a firefighter with carpentry and excavation experience, we prioritize efficiency and accountability in every project. Just like in sports, teamwork and trust are key. From laborers to designers, we operate as one unit. Visit forgeconstruction.work. That's correct, .work. Big shout out to all 263 people watching right now. Some great White Pine basketball here tonight. And if you are watching this for the Loggers versus the Knights, definitely stick around for the next game, Kamiah versus Kendrick, the championship game coming up here shortly.
Looks like Loggers are out with the ball.
Here's Lovell guarded by Wilson now. Little handoff to Mitchell, another handoff to Lovell. Back to Chase Lovell now.
Ooh, rolls off his hand and is out of bounds.
Yeah, great defense by Wilson, poking that ball free. Last touch by Wilson. Loggers with 23 here on the shot clock. Lovell looking for Mitchell, gets a bounce pass to him. Now to Morris, a little dangerous pass. Manure almost broke that up, but Loggers retaining possession. Lovell for 3, a pull-up jumper just off.
Good.
Rebounded by Comas here. Wilson's gonna drive in. Covington. Manure for 3, no. Rebounded by Lovell. Lovell's gonna take it, looking up, almost passed it down the court, but he's gonna take it himself. Lovell looking up. Everett Lovell with a nice post up. Counted and one. Fouls on number 24 of the Knights, Baxter Covington. 4 personal fouls for the sophomore.
He's been getting a lot of fouls called on him. So if he can get these fouls, if he can get these points down, this will be crucial for the Loggers.
You'd have to imagine if you're the Loggers, after this offensive rebound, you're going to take a one-on-one opportunity against Covington, try to get him that 5th foul and fouled out.
Looks like Lovell taking it in.
So here's Lovell guarded by Covington. Mitchell now at the top of the key, looks inside, batted away, right back to the hands of Mitchell. Chambers now skips it over, that's intercepted by Manure. One-on-one opportunity to Manure and Lovell. Lovell's gonna try and take the charge and he's gonna get it. So an offensive foul called on Manure. Let's take another look at this. Replay brought to you by the Diamond Shop. I don't know.
I don't know, he had his feet planted.
I don't know. Maybe a little bit of a shuffle, but they're going to call that offensive foul.
Lovell taking it up, looking to make a play right here.
Lovell guarded by Wilson. Looking inside, a beautiful pass to Lovell.
Good defense right there.
So a defensive foul called on Logos. So back-to-back fouls for Manure. That puts him at 3 personals.
And we'll see Lovell at the line again. See if he can, what he can do here.
Yeah, Lovell had the and one opportunity, but missed the 3-point play. Able to knock down his first.
Cuts the lead down to 10.
Yeah, free throws just get more and more crucial. Every second that ticks off of this clock as the Loggers are down by 10. It is so huge when the clock is stopped and you can score points, especially when you're down. Need to get to the free throw line as much as possible if you're Potlatch. Try and get in that bonus already with 3 team fouls on Logos, but
Wilson gets it again.
I don't know how you can stop Wilson when he's red hot.
Yeah, that's been a crucial part of this Logger game, is just stopping Wilson and just trying to execute these free throws and just getting points as much as possible.
So here's Mitchell now. Lovell now, guarded by Wilson. Chambers. Bounce pass inside to Lovell. Logger fell up and good. These Loggers just know how to get the ball moving and getting the ball inside for those high percentage shots. It's just Wilson has just been knocking it down from every shot that he takes. And one opportunity for Whitling.
Defensive foul on, was that Lovell?
That was on number 30, Brody Mitchell. Just his first personal. And the first team foul for the Loggers, and Mitchell will take a seat.
We'll see Whitling at the line. First shot, good.
So Whitling converts the and one. 3-point play. Knights up by 12 now. Here's Lovell.
Seems like they've been trying to get something inside.
Lovell with the deep 3. No. Rebounded by Chittick, but that is broken up by Wilson. Wilson's gonna take it. Gonna try to extract that contact, but he backed into Chittick. And usually you don't see those from behind an offensive foul, but yeah, he extended that shoulder a little bit. Wilson can't believe that call, but
yeah,
don't disagree with that.
That was an odd play right there. I'm not sure what was going on, but
yeah, because Wilson's obviously trying to attract that foul from Chittick, but he initiated too much contact, and they did call that offensively. So with one more foul from Logos.
Low ball for 3 and got it.
So here come the Loggers, a 9-point game here. One more foul from Logos, and they'll be in the bonus. Potlatch will. Wilson. To Whittick. Now here's Holloway. They're going to call a foul on Morris on the ground.
We'll see what Logos does here.
2 personal fouls on Morris as Chittick will take a seat. In is going to come Manure. Corner 3 for Daniels. No.
No good.
Who's that last touch by? They're going to say number 33 of the Knights, Comis, touched the ball last. So it stays at a 9-point game. Logos with a good press showing so far.
Long
Lovell
pass.
back over to Chase Lovell. Trying to facilitate this offense. Need a crucial score here. Great hands once again by Comis.
Logger's going to have to do something quick here because Knights defense is super locked in right now and trying not to let this to more than a single digit lead.
Chittick now looking inside, back out to Lovell. Lovell pulls up for 3. You bet! You bet! The Lovell Cousins going off here in the 4th quarter. getting these Loggers back into this game, and a hard foul there from Lovell and,
Ooh, Wilson's down.
excuse me, from Morris. Morris and Wilson look to be beat up a little bit there.
Wilson looking a little irritated with his arm right now. It must have fell on it. We'll see with this
Yeah.
replay right here.
Brought to you by the Diamond Shop. Yeah, just simply ran into each other, and as you see there, Wilson landed on Morris's leg, but he appears to be okay. Both players still in the game. Daniels with a wide open lane. No one's stopping him, and a wide open 2.
3:55 left to go in this game.
And another key mistake on the out-of-bounds play. Something as simple as getting the ball in bounds. Loggers have struggled with that all game long. Just these simple turnovers, they really add up. Wilson now trying to get in.
Looking behind the arc.
Almost 5 seconds there, but Manure at the top of the key. No, but they're going to call a foul on Comis. So I don't know if that counted as an offensive foul. If not, they should be shooting free throws. So that did not count as an offensive foul. And free throws coming for the Loggers. Looks like Morris is all ready to shoot these pair. Let's take another look at this foul. As you see at the left side of your screen, Comis with the foul. Not a whole lot. You know, you're trying to get the offensive board. There's going to be some contact.
Definitely, but at this point in the game, you can take whatever you can get because these fouls are crucial.
Yeah, any more fouls and free throws will continue to flow for the Loggers. This could be a great opportunity for the Loggers to get back.
Makes the second attempt.
Shortens this lead to 6. Loggers in striking distance, 2-possession game. See if Wilson can expand it here for the Knights. Wilson gonna drive right, drives in, somehow gets it to Holloway. Don't know how that connection was made, but it was strong. Just a beautiful pass from Wilson to Holloway.
Lovell taking it down, pass it to other Lovell. Screen.
Good screen there from Lovell. Back at the top of the key, Morris, a nice handoff to Lovell. Not about the mid-range, but gets it over.
Morris looking around.
Gets it
Passes
back
inside.
Post up, and maybe a little bit of a double team for the Knights.
Back out behind the arc.
Morris
with the
now. They get a shot up here, but a
Oh,
block there.
block at the 3 line.
They're gonna say tipped from the Knights, so Loggers can have a catch and shoot with just 1 second left on the shot clock. Take another look at that block. That replay brought to you by the Diamond Shop, and a 3 up, no good, an air ball. Wilson's gonna take it. Gets it over to Daniels.
Cross
Daniels
pass.
passes, and inside is
And
good.
10-point lead
Extends
now.
the Logos lead to 10. Morris. Lovell now. Almost feels like a must-score situation here.
Three.
And
It's
good.
Timeout called here.
Chase Lovell knocking down that 3. Loggers back into this ball game. This timeout is brought to you by Story Family Medicine. Story Family Medicine is a direct and primary care clinic located in Moscow, Idaho, serving the Palouse. Founded by Dr. Rod Story, a board-certified family physician with 18 years of diverse medical experience, including emergency room, hospital, hospice, and nursing home care. The clinic emphasizes on personalized and accessible health care. Big shout out to Story Family Medicine for sponsoring the Bengal Network on some White Pine basketball. And boy, do we have a good one here.
Yeah, great game here. And like Asher said before, even if you're watching this, if you're here for this game, definitely stick around for this championship game here tonight. Kendrick versus Kamiah. Should be a great game, as both teams have both been doing amazing this White Pine League tournament and just great seasons overall.
Yeah, definitely. Both teams do have losing records, but I would never guess that the way they've been competing. They look like very solid teams, and this looked like it could have been a championship game if you're just joining us. The championship game is the game after this, but just such high competitiveness. Again, the winner goes to McCall, and they play on the 28th. So they play the loser of this next game, the championship game, for another bid to go to state. Obviously, the winner of the championship gets a automatic bid to state, but we have business to take care of here as a corner three from Daniels is good. Extends the lead back to 10. 2 minutes and some change to go here in this ball game. Loggers really need to get some stops on defense.
If you're Potlatch right now, you're looking for threes. You're just trying to just stop the fouls and if we do get fouled, then execute on our free throws.
So Lovell's gonna take his time, and they're gonna call a foul on Wilson. So Lovell will shoot 2 from the line. Wilson, just like that, has 3 personals, but you're not worried about personal fouls right now with 3, with under 2 to go. Lovell with some big free throws. All free throws for the Loggers are huge from this point on.
First attempt makes it. We'll see right here with the second attempt.
I assume there's going to be a press from the Loggers as Lovell sinks his second. Not a very aggressive one, but do get a press here.
Cuts it to an 8-point game. So anything here now is crucial.
Need to get a quick steal. Loggers do have 1 foul to give, but a nice, easy 2 from Comus is not what you're looking for if you're the Loggers. Really need to start rushing on offense, shooting some threes, getting some quick buckets. As that'll do for Lovell.
Deep pass. Foul called here.
That's going to be on the Loggers. Looks like it's going to be on Morris. No, Chambers. So Chambers has 5. I really thought that was going to be on Morris, but they're going to put Chambers on 5. Let's take another look at this. Yeah, definitely on Chambers. So I thought that was not even close to being a foul on Chambers, but after that replay brought to you by the Diamond Shop cleared things up.
Yeah, lots of upset fans around us right now. It's a pretty questionable call just from the angle it was at, but
yeah,
definitely after looking at that replay, definitely helped us out with that call.
This timeout brought to you by Boyer Gravel. Boyer Gravel is a family-owned and operated business in the Lapwai area. For 47 years, we have delivered gravel all over the area to the Lewis-Clark Valley and all the surrounding communities. Give us a call Monday through Friday from 7 to 5, and we will give you a price and put you on the schedule. No job too big or too small. Give us a call at 208-843-2551.
We have 1 minute and 23 seconds left in this game. Logos 70, Potlatch 62.
What a comeback this would be if the Potlatch Loggers could get it. But it would be a tall task.
Just locking down Wilson is the big important piece of this.
And Lovell is arguing that Wilson was giving him a little bit of a shoulder, but they're going to call a foul on number 15, Everett Lovell, his 4th personal, and that puts Logos in the bonus. So you might see the foul game getting played the rest of this game, and that might extend the length of this game. But Wilson missed his free throw.
Let's see with this second attempt here.
And free throws are such a different shot once you're winded. You know, it comes down to muscle memory, and just such a different shot from the start of the game to the end.
11-point game now here.
Seems like a must-need 3 possession as Lovell falls to the ground. And a foul is going to be on Wilson, and that puts him at 4 personal. Let's take another look at this replay brought to you by the Diamond Shop. Not a whole lot of contact. Maybe a little bit of a trip from Wilson, but that was about it.
Some big free throws here for Lovell.
You know, I don't think you're quite in the position where you'd make the first and intentionally miss the second, but I don't know.
Yeah, at this point, you got to try everything you can do because there is only a minute left in this game. But still, a lot can happen, and we'll see with this timeout right here.
And the Loggers will call a timeout.
And this timeout we brought to you by at Forge Construction. We don't just build homes, we deliver high-quality elite homes with culture of hard work, leadership, and teamwork. Founded by Brad Covington, a firefighter with carpentry and evacuation experience, we prioritize efficiency and accountability in every project, just like in sports, teamwork and trust are key. From laborers to designers, we operate as one unit. Visit forgeconstruction.org. That's correct, .org.
Big shout out to Forge Construction for sponsoring the Bengal Network, as well as all of our other sponsors. Couldn't be possible without you guys. Big thank you to Forge Construction, Boyer Gravel, and Story Family Medicine for sponsoring some White Pine basketball. And
As we see this game come to an end, we're starting to see a big group of people come in for this championship game, and it should be a super exciting game here tonight.
yeah, it's coming into a packed house. Surprised the upper bleachers on the other side isn't pulled out. Lots of fans standing at the entrance. I mean, haven't seen this stadium packed in quite some time the way it is right now.
For sure. Looks like a foul was called here. We'll see Wilson at the line. With a minute left to go. Wilson with his first attempt. Wilson makes his first attempt. He'll go for two. Potlatch subbing in level.
Yeah, so with an 8-point game, 3-possession game. Going 2 for 2. Tall task for Potlatch on their hands.
We'll see what Potlatch does here. Screen by level. Morris taking it down, driving in. For three, and no good. Wilson driving in all by himself, and makes it.
Wilson stumbling over nothing, but he appears to be okay. Sometimes those no contact could be the biggest injuries and most serious, but he appears to be okay. Lovell with a pull-up jumper, you bet. Might be a little bit too late, but what a shot from Lovell, and Loggers just really not getting back on defense.
Nope.
Don't know really what the problem was there, as Comus gets the easiest bucket of his life
Knight's
there.
just finishing the job here with 10 seconds left to go in this game. Lovell drives in, makes it for two.
Yeah, it just turns into garbage time, you know, and Wilson will dribble it out, and the Logos Knights will head to the consolation game in McCall in a couple days. So congratulations to the Logos Knights, extending their season to at least one more game. And for the Potlatch Loggers, they had quite the season, but just falling short to the Knights there. Great game in Lewiston, high drama.
Yeah, it's been fun here. It's my first time doing commentating, and I love it so far, and it's been great. So I'm excited for this championship game, and should be a good one.
It is going to be a great one. In about 15, 17 minutes, we're going to get the Kendrick Tigers versus the Kamiah Cubs. Kendrick Tigers have a lot of them on their hands, and Kamiah Cubs, they are fierce. They have only lost one game the entire season, and we will see if the Tigers can stop them. If there's a team to stop them, it would be the Kendrick Tigers, so it'll be a very good game. Championship basketball coming up on the Bengal Network, brought to you by the Diamond Shop. You'll hear some words from our sponsors, and we will get you ready for the championship game.
The story of family medicine is really different than your usual practice. It's a direct primary care clinic. You might not know what that means, but direct primary care is basically saying, how can we make the care between a doctor and a patient, the relationship, more simple so that it works better. Everything that you do when you see a doctor is really cared for by a single monthly fee. Growth means that we can be healthier all over. Healthier as in keeping the right number of patients for the right doctor. Really never getting so big that you can't know your doctor and your doctor can't know you. We want to be different.
What do you think sets Forged apart from the competition?
The environment and the quality of work that we produce. I think that we can really hone in on somebody's specific wants with whatever they're wanting to build and want the end result to look like. It's really nice to have a group of people that work really well together, along with our project managers are really good at working with the customer as well. And I think it's a really special place to work, that's for sure.
I can't wait to go home. I can't wait to go home. 'Cause adventure, it can wait. And
and welcome to some championship basketball between the Kendrick Tigers and the Kamiah Cubs. If we take a look at the bracket, we will see how both of these teams ended up here. As you see, starting with the Kendrick Tigers, they won their first game against Potlatch, and then they played Logos, beating Logos 70-62, so they're undefeated so far. Both these teams undefeated, and the number 1 ranked Kamiah Cubs, the 19-1, only losing 1 game this season. Such an unbelievable season they had. They had to bye the first round, then they beat Lapwai 59-35, so no team giving the Cubs a trouble so far. And Clute, the main scorer here for the Kamiah Cubs, and so we'll see how these teams will play against each other. The only loss for the Cubs was against the Logos Knights. That was earlier in this year. And let's give a special thanks to all of our sponsors, starting with Story Family Medicine. Story Family Medicine is a direct primary care clinic located in Moscow, Idaho. Serving the Palouse, founded by Dr. Rod Story, a board-certified family physician with 18 years of diverse medical experience, including emergency room, hospital, hospice, and nursing home care. The clinic emphasizes on personalized and accessible health care. Boyer Gravel is a family-owned and operated business in the Lapwai area. For 47 years, we have delivered gravel all over the area to the Lewis-Clark Valley and all the surrounding communities. Give us a call Monday through Friday from 7 to 5, and we will give you a price and put you on the schedule. No job too big or too small. Give us a call at 208-843-2551. Last but not least, at Forge Construction, we don't just build homes, we deliver high-quality elite homes with a culture of hard work, leadership, and teamwork. Founded by Brad Covington, a firefighter with carpentry and excavation experience, we prioritize efficiency and accountability in every project. Just like in sports, teamwork and trust are key. From laborers to designers, we operate as one unit. Visit forgeconstruction.work. That's correct, .work. Glad to have you with us tonight. I'm Asher Fife.
And I'm Parker Bogar.
And we're here to cover some championship basketball. White Pine on the Bengal Network, brought to you by the Diamond Shop. Glad to be with you guys tonight. All of you who couldn't make it to the game, we're just enjoying it from your home. Starting lineups are underway from our PA announcer. We're going to go ahead and hand it off to him, and we will see you at tip-off. And the Kamiah Cubs, I believe, winning the regular season first place winners, maybe winning their division, their whatever it's called, whatever their division is, I think winning first place was that trophy ceremony right there.
Yeah, I'm sure they got that recognition probably before, if not, they have their trophy with them now. But as fun it is to win the regular season in the White Pine League, it is much more important to win the district tournament, because the district tournament is what decides who goes to state. And surprisingly, only 1.5 teams from the 2A White Pine make it to state, which before the reclassification, it used to be 2. And you'd think, looking at the state, that they would get more than 1.5, considering the district has 8 teams, or it's 7 or 8 teams. But either way, it seems like they get 2. Only get 1.5. So this game really does mean a lot, because The loser will play in the Consolation Championship game against the Logos, who just beat the Potlatch Loggers. And then the winner of that game will have to play a playing game in McCall. So it's a whole process, and it can be eliminated by just winning this game right here.
Yeah, that game in McCall on February 27th, and then the winner of that game plays March 1st.
At State.
At State, yes. So it is very important to win this game. You think if you lose, you got another chance, but you really have to jump through a lot more hoops. It would just be a whole lot easier to win tonight. But the loser does play the Logos Knights in McCall.
No. The loser of this plays the Logos Knights tomorrow.
Got it. And then that winner goes in the consolation.
That winner of that game, of the loser of this in Logos, will play in McCall against a team from a different conference from down south.
Okay, thank you for the clarification.
Yeah.
We got it all squared up. Most of these starters are announced, one for each team remaining. And we are about underway. Championship basketball. Stadium really starting to fill up. Not too many empty seats here at the Lewiston High School. Big shout out to all 270 of you watching at home on the Bengal Network, brought to you by the Diamond Shop. And if you would like to help sponsor our trip to Nationals, we would love a super chat. All super chats going to a great fund, BPA, Business Professionals of America. And you would help fund our trip there. Big thank you to all of your support. And it is championship time here. It is Clute going up against, let me look at my roster here. Going up against number 5, Wyatt Cook. Tip-off is gonna start with the Kamiah Cubs. Here comes Clute. Only the second time seeing the Cubs here, as they had the first round bye, being the number 1 seed. Clute finds number 12, Oatman, gets it back over to Clute in the far wing. Landmark now. Gets it around the perimeter, back to Landmark. He's gonna drive in a floater up and no good, but gets his own rebound. No one for the Tigers attacking the boards defensively. Clute now looking, gets it inside to Landmark. Landmark for 2, no. So multiple opportunities for Kamiah. Comes up empty-handed on their first possession. Right-handed lay-in, no good, and a travel called by number 0, Maddox Kirkland. So 2 offensive possessions for both teams, resulting in no points. Co-op now. Now here's Landmark at the top of the key. Hands it over to Oatman. Back inside to Clute. Clute double team, kicks it back out to Landmark. Landmark thought about the 3, and he walked with it. So far, a very slow first quarter. Kamiah had a couple offensive opportunities and turned the ball right over. Kendrick with a turnover their first possession, as a 3 goes up for Rochester, and that's no good. Rebounded by the Cubs here. Landmark gets it over. That's Crow. Crow gets it over to Oatman. Oatman's gonna drive in, and a foul's gonna be called on the ground on the Tigers. They're gonna say that is on number 0, Maddox Kirkland. Let's take another look at this replay, brought to you by the Diamond Shop. That drive in, tried to get a ball, but got all arm was Kirkland. Inside Clute. Clute with a nice dish there, but that's blocked away by Kirkland.
Yeah, and Wyatt Cook hit the deck there. Not sure what happened, but he fell hard. He's a pretty big guy, so I'm not sure what kind of contact happened down there, but it resulted in a no call and a block.
So Kirkland now gets it over to Silflo. Silflo looking inside, but that is a jump ball. Fell into the hands of Oatman. Oatman with that jump ball there, and it'll stay Kendrick Tiger basketball. Here's Hudson Kirkland, the freshman, taking the ball out of bounds. Looking, finds in the far corner Rochester. Rochester loses the ball there. Landmark with some good defense, and here's Clute. Clute gonna take it himself. Driving right. Stops a little bit there. Still 0-0 on the scoreboard. Crow at the top of the key now. Takes a three. No. Clute with a good job tracking the rebound offensively. No good. Neither team can buy a bucket here. Tigers wanting a foul. Ref thought Kendrick had it, but it stays Kamiah basketball. Clute looks inside, falls into the hands of Kirkland. Nice pass there inside to Cook. Back over to Silflo. Silflo hands it over to Kirkland. Kirkland gonna drive right. Pull-up jumper up and good. First points of the game finally belong to the Kendrick Tigers and number 24, Kirkland. So the freshman with the first bucket of the game. Crow guarded by Silflo. Screen from Clute. Crow's gonna take it. Coast to coast, right-handed lane. No one stopping him until he had a wide open lane to the basket. Kirkland now. Top of the key, here's Silflo at the right wing. Roach is sender, guarded by Landmark. Back out to Kirkland. Kirkland with a nice spin move, but double teamed, and that's gonna end in a travel. Very slow-paced game so far. Lots of turnovers, lots of defensive stops, lots of missed shots here so far.
Yeah, the story of the game so far really has been turnovers on both sides. It has been crazy, and especially knowing both these teams, to see them both turn the ball over at such a high rate, it's weird to see. And then another, not a turnover, but a blocked shot that results in same thing as a turnover.
Yeah, neither team had success in the paint so far as Roach's center goes for three. No. Crow battles for the rebound, but that falls into the hands of Oatman. Oatman's going to lead it for the Cubs. Cubs go up and no good for two, but a foul. So that'll send number 5, Matthew Oatman, to the line to shoot two. Foul is on Kendrick's number 24, Hudson Kirkland, the 6'2 freshman. So there's Oatman for the first shot, no good. As I mentioned in the last game, White Pine basketball is known for their low-scoring first quarters. Don't know why the first quarter, but that is always the lowest scoring game. Maybe just takes the teams longer to get settled in, but so far it held to be true. Very low-scoring first game so far. Kirkland, top of the key, pull-up jumper is strong. Rebounded by Landmark. Landmark's gonna take it, no numbers. He's gonna slow it down. Landmark finds Oatman. Oatman loses it and into the hands of the Tigers. Nothing, no call there as Kirkland is gonna take it there. Stop and pop two, no good for Maddox Kirkland, and we say off the knee of Oatman, and it will be Tiger basketball. Take another look at this replay brought to you by the Diamond Shop. Great hands by Kirkland, and yeah, off of the knee of Oatman. Kirkland with a nice pump fake, up and good for three. Number 24, Hudson Kirkland, the freshman. Clute gets it back out to Crow. Crow at the top of the key. Hesitation, gonna hand it over. Here's Clute. Landmark for three, and that's good. Exchanged threes there, just like that, 6-5 in favor of Kamiah. Kirkland gets it over to Roach's sender at the left wing. Silflo for three, no. Defensive rebound by Oatman. Here's Clute. Right wing Oatman. Oatman for three. No. Steal by Oatman. Right-handed lay-in up. No good. No foul there, but got the offensive rebound laying on the ground, but into the hands of the Tigers. Kirkland back, a nice bounce pass there to Cook, easy two.
A lot going on right there. Lots of contact, lots of passes, quick ball movement. Nothing short of exciting to watch.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of sloppiness, but it adds to the excitement as Crow knocks down the near side corner three. Offense starting to roll for both teams after it took a while for them to settle in here in the first. Kirkland over to Silflo. Silflo lost the ball, but gets in back possession as Clute lands it over to a coast-to-coast lane, but before that was a travel. It's just getting ahead of yourself and committing that turnover.
Yeah, really just needed to take one dribble there to shoot the lane, and thought he could get there in two, took three, and travel was called.
I think the coach of the Cubs was asking for a no clear possession. I'm not sure what that was, but Silflo knocks down the corner three, the wing left three. Clute now, top of the key, pull up jumper, no, is strong as Kirkland gets the rebound. Maddox, Kirkland goes. Ball's in the corner now. Rocha sender, gets it over to Silflo. Bounce pass there as number 2 Rally Rocha Sender, the junior, with the three. 13-9 in favor of Kendrick, and that will force the Kamiah Cubs to call timeout. 4-point lead for the Tigers. A little upset here early in the game, but only a 4-point game. Very close game so far, but this first timeout is brought to you by Story Family Medicine. Story Family Medicine is a direct and primary care clinic located in Moscow, Idaho, serving the Palouse. Founded by Dr. Rod Story, a board and certified family physician with 18 years of diverse medical experience, including emergency room, hospital, hospice, and nursing home care. The clinic emphasizes on personalized and accessible health care. Big shout out to Story Family Medicine for sponsoring the Bengal Network, making this dream possible. Cubs stunned so far here in the first quarter after some key threes knocked down from the Tigers. Crow, near side wing now. Back in the corner. We'll say last touch by the Tigers, and it will be Kamiah basketball. Oatman is gonna take a seat, and in comes number 10, Jack Elgando. Here's Clute, double team now. Elgando for three, no. Landmark with the offensive board. Crow for three, no. And they're gonna say last touch by the Tigers. It's gonna stay Kamiah basketball. So Tigers cannot buy a board here. Lots of offensive rebounds from the Cubs. Elgando gets the long pass there. Crow now. Looks like the Cubs are waiting for the last second bucket here. Off-ball foul called on the Tigers. That's gonna be on number 3, Colt Coop. First personal and the third team foul for the Tigers. No team fouls for Kamiah.
Yeah, not exactly a very, I mean, it's definitely been physical, but not a lot of whistles been blown in this first quarter, only 3.
Is even surprised to see that 3 team fouls from Kamiah as a nice, easy lane is up and good for number 12, Everett Oatman, the junior. We'll see what Kirkland does with the last couple seconds here. Silflo's gonna take it. Does he realize? No. Didn't realize the time on the clock. And Kendrick will walk away after one with a 2-point lead. And this second quarter brought to you by Story Family Medicine. Story Family Medicine is a direct and primary care clinic located in Moscow, Idaho, serving the Palouse. Founded by Dr. Rod Story, a board-certified family physician with 18 years of diverse medical experience, including emergency room, hospital, hospice, and nursing home care. The clinic emphasizes on personalized and accessible health care. Big thank you to Story Family Medicine for sponsoring the Bengal Network on this White Pine basketball tournament, brought to you by the Diamond Shop. So the second quarter will start with the Cubs trying to get back in control after such a great season they've had on the regular season, but Landmarks 2 is no good. Kirkland from a nice pass from Silflo is no good. Kirkland and the Tigers with an offensive rebound here. Rochesender, nice little spin move, a drive in, a wild shot though, ends in a missed bucket. Landmark gets to the Crow. Crow thought about the three, but he's gonna drive in, kicks it back out. 4-3, no. Rebounded by Silflo, but bobbled around. I can't see what's going on there, and looks like it's gonna go Kamiah's way. Let's take another look at this replay, a better angle. We had a bad angle. Oh, that might have been a jump ball. But they're gonna call a timeout from the Kamiah Cubs. This timeout brought to you by Boyer Gravel. Boyer Gravel is a family-owned and operated business in the Lapway area. For 47 years, we have delivered gravel all over the area to the Lewis-Clark Valley and all the surrounding communities. Give us a call Monday through Friday from 7 to 5, and we will give you a price and put you on the schedule. No job too big or too small. Give us a call at 208-843-2551.
Kamiah has been absolutely relentless on the offensive board attack. I mean, Silflo had that ball dead to rights, and they still come trap him. I mean, they had three Cubs there on him, and just gives it up, and that's another possession for Kamiah to possibly get a bucket here and make this game that much closer.
Yeah, so a good timeout from the Kamiah head coach. I believe that was the timeout because it was going to be a jump ball, as we saw from that replay. But doesn't matter anyway, because it is Kendrick basketball after that steal. Nice drive in from the baseline, but none doing there. Kirkland back out, guarded by Crow, hands it over to the freshman Kirkland. Nice little behind the back dribble, up and good. A tough bucket there from the freshman Hudson Kirkland.
And the Kendrick coach is shaking his head at that shot.
Yeah, I mean, he's a freshman making that type of plays, so I can only imagine what the next 3 years will look like for him at Kendrick. Landmark with the lane is blocked by Rochesender. Rochesender just going to take it himself. Numbers here for Kendrick. Will they capitalize? No, as the Cubs just swarm it. A 3-on-2 turned into a 3-on-1 for Kamiah, and that will end in a foul. Just great aggression as 3 Kendrick Tigers pounce on that basketball. Foul was on number 12 of the Tigers. No, excuse me, of the Cubs, Everett Oatman. So here's Rochesender. Top of the key, there's Kirkland, Hudson Kirkland. And that's Maddox Kirkland. Bobbled, and Rochesender falls into the possession. Top of the key. After Oatman was a little bit slow to get up, Hudson Kirkland goes up, and no good, but a foul. So yet another foul on the Cubs. That one is on number 5, Matthew Oatman. So the freshman able to add to his points, and he does there, making the first. Able to knock down the second, going 2 for 2 from the line. 6-point game. Crow drives baseline, and it is last touched by Kirkland. That one, Maddox Kirkland, the sophomore. Clute taking the ball out of bounds, finds Crow. Back into Oatman, back to Clute. After some good patience, up and good for 2 Clute finally finding some success on offense.
Yeah, I believe that's his first points of the game, and it's really surprising to see. I have yet to see one of Kamiah's games, but hearing that they won the league, I am surprised to see his first buckets coming right now in the game.
Yeah, and I remember calling White Pine a year ago, and I just remember Clute being such a dominant player, and teams are finding a way to stop it as a fast break opportunity for Clute. So back-to-back points for Clute, 4 points in 2 possessions. He's starting to roll on offense. And Kendrick up by 2 here. The Cubs with a little bit of a comeback, but Tigers looking very solid on both sides of the court.
Yeah, if Kendrick can find a way to make a little, it's like they're making the tough shots and missing the easy ones, you know. I mean, they've had Kirkland, Hudson, this younger one, put in a few questionable ones, to say the least, and it seems like the ones that should fall haven't fallen. So I'll be interested to see how that pans out for Kendrick. In terms of Kamiah, they need to get some sort of offense going other than fast breaks, because other than their fast breaks and Dave getting a bucket there, they really haven't had much shaking for him offensively.
Yeah, and the Tigers really done a great job of stopping Clute. As we mentioned before, the first quarter, he was shut out completely. And I just remember him being such a dominant player, and could have been an over and back call there, but it falls into the hands of the Cubs anyway, but back into the hands of the Tigers.
Lots of dangerous passes there.
It'll end in it. No easy bucket for Kirkland, as all he can do is shake his head and get back on defense. Landmark with the fast break opportunity, a nice little Euro step and a right-handed lay-in. That fires up the Kamiah faithful. Ties the game up at 17. Far corner 3 from Rochesender. No good, and Oatman hits the ground hard and kind of awkwardly, and that foul is on number 3 of the Tigers, Colt Koa. His second personal already. 2 team fouls for the Tigers. You see that replay brought to you by the Diamond Shop. As Oatman kind of hit his head a little bit after landing awkwardly, he appears to be okay. He stays in the game. Crow now gets it over to Landmark. Oatman, top of the key. Clute, right wing, Landmark for 3, no. Rebounded by Kirkland. Hudson back to Maddox. And another turnover for the Tigers. Oatman gets it, a nice bounce pass to Crow. Just like that, the Cubs are in the lead here.
Yeah, Kendrick really had a lot of those just habit passes that ended in turnovers. And then Kamiah points.
Rochesender had another chance for a 3 and tried to save the ball was Koa, but just another sloppy possession offensively for Kendrick. And that timeout will be called by the Kendrick Tigers. So the Cubs getting some momentum their way. 3:32 to go here in the second quarter. And this timeout is brought to you by Forge Construction. At Forge Construction, we don't just build homes, we deliver high-quality elite homes with a culture of hard work, leadership, and teamwork. Founded by Brad Covington, a firefighter with carpentry and excavation experience, we prioritize efficiency and accountability in every project. Just like in sports, teamwork and trust are key. From laborers to designers, we operate as one unit. Visit forgeconstruction.work. That's correct, .work. Cubs find themselves up by 2, 3.5 to go here in the first half. We'll see who can get on top before this halftime starts.
I gotta say, after watching that Potlatch vs Logos scoring barrage, it's kind of different to watch this game between Kamiah. That one looked like the championship game.
I was just gonna say that. I mean, I kept reminding myself there's one more game, and that's the championship game. You know, the atmosphere, I'm not gonna lie, was a lot louder with the Loggers.
It was louder and the game seemed crisper. I mean, between both those teams, those guys there was turnovers here and there, but they were just working hard. And it seems like this game, there's just sloppy turnovers. Just little stuff that doesn't need to be happening and shouldn't be happening in a championship game compared to last, where, some of those shots they were hitting, the way they were playing was just crazy.
Yeah, I definitely do agree with that one. So we'll see how Logos does compare to the loser of this team. Again, the Kamiah Cubs going 19-1. Their only loss was against Logos, so they do have problems with the Knights. So if Kamiah loses, that would be a very interesting game tomorrow.
And another turnover while we were talking there, just on a fast break, just trying to heave one down there too quickly for really no reason at all. There wasn't a player advantage, so not sure what they're trying to force there, but
that's Silflo there, nice post move, and that goes and falls in, ties in the game up at 19. Crow, guarded by Silflo, a screen from Clute. Mid-range jumper, no, but an offensive rebound from Clute. 3 Tigers surrounding Clute, and they're gonna call a foul on Clute? Is that an offensive foul?
I believe it was a jump ball.
Jump ball, okay.
Yeah.
He's pointing Tiger basketball. So the Cubs fan base, I don't think they thought it was a jump ball. I didn't think it was a jump ball, but that is the call. Kirkland, that shot was blocked, and they're gonna override and say that was a tip ball. So lots of questionable calls here the last couple possessions. There's no way that ball wasn't tipped, right?
I think there are, not that it wasn't tipped, but was that after it was tipped, he followed through and touched the ball again. So it was tipped, followed through, and continued on a shot after it was tipped.
Got it.
And then he was the one that finally pushed it out of bounds from the Kendrick side.
Yeah, from my eye, it definitely looked like Kendrick Kamiah simply blocked that ball, but could have been that situation. So it'll be Crow at the top of the key, guarded by Rochesender now. Landmark, top of the key. Hands it over to Clute. Clute's gonna take it, weaving through defenders, loses the ball, last touch by a Tiger, and it will stay Kamiah basketball. 13 seconds left on the shot clock, 1:35 to go here in the first half. Oatman looking for Clute, but falls into the hands of Crow. Bounce pass to Clute in the far side corner. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Clute is gonna drive in, double teamed. Crow for 3, no, a great look from Crow, just unable to connect from 3. Rochesender going to advance the ball to Kirkland. Kirkland up for 2, no, and a jump ball will be called. It's a great opportunity for Kirkland, just lost the ball there.
Not sure why he didn't just shoot it after the guy. I mean, he had the space on the guy, and I don't think that Kamiah defender was going to chase him down.
Yeah, he was waiting for the defender to fly by, but that just simply wasn't the case. Led into that turnover, and it'll stay 19 game. Oatman now to Clute. Crow in the near side corner. Landmark, guarded by Rochesender, just gonna take that 3. No good. Oatman with a couple crossovers, makes some separation between his defender. That laying up and good. So going coast to coast is Oatman. No one's stopping him.
Kirkland. Oatman is the Kamiah guard.
Crow guarded by Silflo. Driving right. Tracks the double team. Someone's open. Rochesender, that's Clute. And going up is no good. And Clute will go to the line to shoot 2.
Lots of names, lots of White Pine games.
Yeah, lots of big names that stick with me, you know?
Oh, I know. Yeah, very low scoring first half, 19-21, as Clute will shoot 2, attempting to tie it up before halftime, and assuming the Tigers get the offensive rebound or Clute makes both his free throws, they will have the option for the final shot.
Foul was on Maddox Kirkland, his second personal. So we'll see how Kendrick spends their last possession, assuming they'll go for the last shot of the first half. Tracks the double team for Kamiah. Rochesender bounce pass inside. There's Silflo. Kirkland looking at the play clock. Rochesender inside to Kirkland. Kirkland back outside. Silflo 4 seconds left now, 3, and that's going to be a turnover. So a wasted possession for Kendrick, coming up empty-handed. So now Kamiah has almost 3 seconds left to get a shot up. Can easily get past the half-court line. And that heave almost went in, definitely had a chance. So we're heading into halftime, all tied up at 21.
Yeah, I am surprised. Having played Kendrick this year, this looks like a different team. When they played us, they were a lot more aggressive offensively and defensively. They were a lot crisper with their passes, weren't nearly as sloppy with the ball. And Kamiah, from the things that I've seen, I've played Kamiah as well before in Summer League, and both these teams just do not seem like they're on their A game tonight. I'm not sure if it's championship jitters. I mean, both teams are not playing hard, but it just seems like the little intangibles that can be fixed aren't being fixed, and that is what both teams are probably going to need to address in the locker room. Kamiah definitely needs to get Clute involved more offensively, as he clearly has the height advantage, and him being as skilled as he is, probably should be the leading scorer in this game so far, and only has 4 points.
Yeah, I think
it's
so.
6. I think he's got he had 4 points on that free throw, those 2 free throws there. And with as good as he is, he should probably be a lot more involved. And on the Kendrick side, sharing the ball is big for them. They've had Kirkland knock down a few big shots, and other than him offensively, it'd be nice if we could see them find a rhythm.
Yeah, so enjoy these replays from the first half, and you will get a word from our sponsors, and we will see you at the start of the third quarter, just under 10 minutes to go here until we get into some second half action. Championship basketball on the Bengal Network, brought to you by the Diamond Shop.
The story of family medicine is really different than your usual practice. It's a direct primary care clinic. You might not know what that means, but direct primary care is basically saying, how can we make the care between a doctor and a patient, the relationship, more simple so that it works better? Everything that you do when you see a doctor is really cared for by a single monthly fee. Growth means that we can be healthier all over. Healthier as in keeping the right number of patients for the right doctor. Really never getting so big that you can't know your doctor and your doctor can't know you. We want to be different.
What do you think sets Forged apart from the competition?
The environment and the quality of work that we produce. I think that we can really hone in on somebody's specific wants with whatever they're wanting to build and want the end result to look like. It's really nice to have a group of people that work really well together, along with our project managers are really good at working with the customer as well. And I think it's a really special place to work, that's for sure.
I can't wait to go home. I can't wait to go home. 'Cause adventure, it can wait. And there's
before the second half gets underway, this third quarter is brought to you by Boyer Gravel. Boyer Gravel is a family-owned and operated business in the Lapwai area. For 47 years, we have delivered gravel all over the communities from the Lewis-Clark Valley and all the surrounding areas. Give us a call Monday through Friday from 7 to 5, and we will give you a price and put you on the schedule. No job too big or too small. Give us a call at 208-843-2551. About as even as you can get it tonight. Two struggling offenses and two elite defenses, all tied up at 21. Very low scoring first half. If you are old school and like defense, this is your type of game. Championship game. Not very pretty, but it is a close one here. So it's going to start with Kirkland on offense. Gets it over to Silflo, guarded by Crow. Here's Co-up now, double teamed at the half court line. As Kirkland's able to escape there, Co-up double team down inside. Kirkland for three, yes! Hudson Kirkland able to connect from beyond the arc. And Co-op able to get a steal, save it, and into the hands of the Cubs, and an inside bucket up and good for Oatman. Rocha Sender for three, no. Not following his shot, and into the hands of the Cubs and Crow. Crow looking up, realizes he has no numbers, decides to slow it down. Crow at the top of the key, gonna get it over to Oatman. Oatman back at the top of the key to Crow. Driving right inside is Oatman, loses the ball, and the Tigers are just gonna let it go. It'll be Kendrick basketball.
Again, these sloppy turnovers. I mean, they've started off the third quarter with them. Let's see if either team can pick it up from halftime. Hopefully that was talked about on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, just offense, both offenses just struggling, having just an off night. Co-op hands it over to Kirkland. Kirkland with a couple dribbles between the legs. Gets it to Kirkland at the top of the key. Guarded by Clute, now to Crow. And a on the ground foul on Crow.
Hudson Kirkland has kind of taken over this Kendrick offense so far this entire game, being the primary scorer for them. And another turnover here. Comes the Cubs in fast break.
And a 2 for Clute is no good. Just an easy lane. Like as you mentioned before, you're just missing the easy shots. Silflo for three, no. Rebounded by Clute. Kamiah Cubs and Oatman driving in. And it will stay Kamiah basketball. Big shout out to Golden Steel with the $1.99 donation. He said everyone should give these kids a couple bucks. Hey, how many people are watching right now? There are 339 people. If everyone donates $2, that pays for a couple people to go to nationals. So if you would like to hop on the train of donations, that would be greatly appreciated, as Clute misses the lay-in once again. Clute missed two very easy shots, but Kendrick just a sloppy pass and just a bobbled catch. Another turnover.
Yeah, I wish we had stats. I would love to see what the turnover battle is looking like right now. Both teams are fighting for first.
Yeah, I mean, it's at least probably in the high teens. Here's Oatman now, top of the key. Landmark inside to Clute. Clute with a triple team leaves an open Oatman, but Clute's gonna take it, a contested three. Nothing but nylon. Clute gets the Cubs back in the lead, up by 2. Nice dribble moves from Kirkland, and it just seems like these offenses just kind of feed off each other. Once the Cubs make a bucket, then the Kendrick Tigers go back down and make a bucket of their own.
Yeah, they really do. And once one team starts making turnovers, so comes the other. They'll go play in fast break, and one will miss a wide open three, one will miss a lay-in.
Yeah, and it seems very often that teams will play down to their competition, and you just can't do that come postseason and make it a run to state. I mean, the competition would be good, but just having that playing at your own stableness and at your own speed as Landmark goes up and in for 2. That's Rochesender, no good for 3.
And that right wing has been very cold for the Kendrick Tigers so far this half.
Yeah, lots of shots over there, but none going in. As Oatman is gonna fall down. Clute at the top of the key, another deep 3, no. Strong rebound from Kirkland. Kirkland's gonna take it. Does have numbers, and that leads to a nice block from Clute, but a rebound, a grab of the basketball from Kirkland. Leads to a nice 2 and a steal from his own Kirkland with a couple good plays there. Silflo now drives in, kicks back out to Oatman. Oatman's gonna drive right. Euro step drives in, Kirkland no good for 2.
Oatman, Kirkland, they're like the same player, right?
Yeah, didn't even realize I said that. As Kirkland will take the ball out of bounds. 3:18 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Silflo, right side to Kirkland, double team in there. Co-op makes a defender miss. Rochesender for 3, got it.
Great ball movement by the Tigers. They're getting around, getting some shot fakes, and then finding the open man for the 3, and Rochesender buries it.
Kendrick is really starting to feel a rhythm here at the tail end of this 3rd quarter. Landmark guarded heavily by Rochesender as Crow's at the top of the key now. He takes a 3 of his own, no. Tigers now a chance to expand their lead. Hands it over to Rochesender, back to Kirkland at the top of the key.
Very dangerous pass there, down from almost the corner up to the top.
And again, for no really advantage and just a kind of an unnecessary risk for a pass, as that 3 is no good for Silflo. As Clute is trying to advance the ball, but none of his teammates getting back in time for a fast break opportunity. Landmark now over to Crow. Crow at the top of the key. Gets it over to Clute. Clute left wide open for a 3, no. Rebounded by Rochesender. Co-op left wide open for 3 is good. Colt Co-op, the junior, knocks down the near side corner 3, and that will force the Kamiah Cubs to call a timeout. Up by 6 are the Kendrick Tigers, and this timeout is brought to you by Forged Construction. At Forged Construction, we don't just build homes, we deliver high-quality elite homes with a culture of hard work, leadership, and teamwork. Founded by Brad Covington, a firefighter with carpentry and excavation experience, we prioritize efficiency and accountability in every project. Just like in sports, teamwork and trust are key. From laborers to designers, we operate as one unit. Visit forgeconstruction.work. That's correct, .work. And as you see, the Give Me a T guy is in the house. As you see a shot of him, has a custom shirt that says Give Me a T, and it's just the most iconic fan I've ever seen. And he just brings so much momentum to the Kendrick Tigers. He goes down to the court and he leads Give Me a T, and then he spells out Tigers. He might start a chant right there after a run from the Tigers as Clute goes in and up for 2. So out of the timeout, Clute scores a quick 2. Silflo, Rochesender for 3, looks good, and it is good. Rochesender. Here's Crow now. 4-3 is Oatman, no, too strong. Battle for the rebound, and it will stay Cub basketball. Clute taking the ball out of bounds, 1:17 to go here in the 3rd. Landmark in the near side corner, gets it inside to Clute. Clute looking to go in, but no. Kendrick with a fast break opportunity to Rochesender on the right wing, almost an and 1, but Rochesender will go to the line to shoot 2.
Kendrick's really starting to pick up here offensively, finally starting to find something. They've had Rochester with a few big threes. Now he's at the line to put some more in. If they can continue this, they will be looking good coming in this home stretch of the game.
That foul was on number 23, the sophomore, Lawson Landmark for the Kamiah Cubs as Rochester misses the first. Rochester's second is good, going 50% from the line there. Extends the Kendrick lead to 8. Crow gets it inside. Double team between Rochester and Silflo. Fouls on one of them. They're going to say it's on Rochester. Rochester's first personal and the first team foul for the Tigers. Pretty clean third quarter, only 3 whistles blown. Oatman looking, and that's just stolen from Kirkland, but back into the hands of the Cubs. Landmark walked with it inside the paint. Landmark shaking his head no, he doesn't agree with it. So here, Kirkland, guarded by Oatman. Nice spin move from Kirkland. Rochester thought about the 3, but he's gonna take it. A pull-up jumper is short. Rebounded by the Cubs, and Crow leading the way. Gonna slow it down, realizing he has no numbers. Never mind, Crow's just gonna take it, and a blocking foul called. Looks like that's gonna be on Rochester. Back-to-back fouls on him, 2 personals.
Kamiah, I've been scoreless over these last few minutes. Haven't seen a ton.
And a huge shout out to Nancy Smith with a $20 donation. She says, we enjoy listening to your guys' broadcast, especially Parker.
There we go. We love to see that. You know, I might need to start making a few more trips onto here if people love me that much.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with the Nancy Smith.
I am familiar with Nancy Smith.
So big shout out Nancy Smith for watching our broadcast with a $20 donation. Will anybody top Nancy Smith is the question. But we appreciate any type of support, whether it's just a viewership, a like, a subscription. It's all free. But Nancy Smith, big shout out. But we have Kirkland under 5 seconds. Rochester beyond the arc. And a shot from Rochester, no. So Rochester with a missed last second bucket. It is the Kendrick Tigers up by 7 heading in to the 4th quarter.
And I am appalled right now at the fact that the game is 38-31.
And look at this legendary. I'm gonna turn up the hoop mics a little bit here. What a leader. I mean, that's just simple greatness right there. Custom t-shirt, give me a T. Gets us fired up.
I mean, it's like watching 2016 Brown. I don't even know how
really
to describe
is.
it. It's like listening to Again by Fetty Wap. It's like I don't even know the words to describe what I just listened to, but it blessed my ears.
You know, it feels like the first day of summer. You know, that type of feeling. Just an unmatched.
I feel hyped up.
Big
Let's go
shout out.
Tigers. And I'm a Bengal.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't even know.
How can you not root for the Tigers after that? I mean,
I don't
unless
know.
you're a devoted Kamiah Cub, even then, you might have a
maybe
son.
just a few seconds your heart might turn. I don't know.
Like you might have a son playing, and I would still be a Tiger fan after that chant. And so, but the Cubs trying to get some momentum, their fan base, letting them know they're there for them. But under 8 to go here until we have a White Pine champion. Here's Clute inside. Hands it over to Landmark. Landmark's gonna drive in. Looking for Oatman, but that is broken away by Kirkland. Kirkland to Rochester, back to Kirkland. Bobbled the ball a little bit. Silflo, Kirkland. Back in the far side corner. Rochester back up. There's Maddox Kirkland now. Co-op. Not a lot going on here for the Tigers.
A lot of pump fake passes, and that one is stolen.
Oatman's gonna go with the left-handed lane, a weird jump stop as Landmark will retain possession, and a ball strictly stolen. And that's gonna end in a foul on the Cubs. Number 5, Matthew Oatman, the senior's 3rd personal here tonight. And wow, another $20 donation, Robert Sense. He says, well done, fellas. Appreciate the broadcast. Hashtag Go Knights. The Knights did have a great game. If you're the loser of this game, you're really worried about the Logos Knights, but they will worry about that after this game, as this game's still very close, as that's a quick turnover for the Tigers. So the Cubs able to chip away at this lead a little bit, but another big shout out to Robert Sense.
And a wide open backdoor there leads to 2 points for the Cubs as they find their first points that haven't been free throws in what feels like forever.
As you see, that replay brought to you by the Diamond Shop, as Silflo gets that ball interrupted. And Oatman goes flying to the sideline. Out of bounds now. So here's Kirkland trying to keep the Tigers in the lead here. Silflo hands it over to Rochesender. Rochesender at the top of the key now. Pull up 3 is good. Ice cold 3 from Rochesender there. Ball interrupted from Kirkland. Out of bounds, it'll be Kamiah basketball.
Huge momentum play there for the Tigers with that 3-pointer. Extends their lead to what must be one of the largest of the game. Maybe not the largest, but one of the largest. And let's see if Kamiah can respond here, as that 3's up and no good.
Yeah, the biggest lead at the most crucial point of the game. Every possession coming up more and more monumental, as a blocking foul is called on the ground, or a shooting foul is the question they're gonna discuss. Let's take another look at this and make a judgment on our own. They're gonna say on the ground, and could have gone either way. Could have said he was going up in the motion, but they're gonna say on the ground foul called on number 12, Everett Oatman, his 2nd personal and the 2nd team foul. Ball poked free and into the hands of Oatman. Oatman's gonna take it himself. Klute's gonna go in, a nice jump stop, going up in a foul. Fouls on number 0, Maddox Kirkland, his 3rd personal. So Klute to the line to shoot 2. Had a pretty quiet couple games, pretty quiet tournament that I've seen out of him so far. As his 2nd shot is due up here. And good, so Klute knocking down the 2nd, cuts the lead to 6 here. Shout out to all 400 people watching. We appreciate all of your support here on the Bengal Network, brought to you by the Diamond Shop, as Kirkland will hand it over to Silflo. Silflo back inside to Co-op. And a thought about the 3 from Kirkland, a pump fake up for 3, no. Battle for the basketball, and they're gonna call a travel after that strong defense from Rochesender.
Yeah, Rochesender able to get his hands on the ball there and force that travel from the Cubs. Another big play for Kendrick. If they can capitalize on this, their momentum will help them greatly as they try and close this one out to secure the district title.
Silflo, but that is broken up by Landmark. Cubs are wanting this game more than ever. Landmark drive, and that is an and 1 there from Klute. Klute with a chance for a 3-point play, and the Tigers are showing their disagreement here. Let's take another look at this replay brought to you by the Diamond Shop. Not a whole lot of contact there, maybe on the ground. I don't know about a shooting foul, but that'll send Clute for one for a chance for a three-point play.
You know, they just had almost that same call on the other side and called it on the ground.
That might be the frustration from the Kendrick bench and the fan base.
I will say, though, it is nice to see Clute get active, knowing how skilled he is offensively, and to see him not being such a threat out there, really, it almost hurts me just to know how skilled he is and not see him score the way I think he should be.
Exactly right. So here come the Cubs, down by 3, a one-possession game, 4:40 to go here in the final quarter of White Pine basketball. A corner three, no good. And a rebound there from Kirkland, hands it over to Kirkland. And a pull-up jumper two is, that's a 3. And that is good for Rochester, extending the lead to 6, and a turnover for the Kendrick Tigers. And it will stay Kendrick basketball. Not really sure what happened. My eyes were already going to the Kamiah offensive side, and I lost what even happened on the Kendrick side.
Yeah, I did too. I looked back and I saw Co-op with the ball, but that is just a costly turnover for Kamiah in this situation. And again, but even after that, they had the ball, they had the opportunity to do the back because Kendrick's not taking care of the ball. Luckily, it was out on Kamiah, but I mean, this game has gotten really sloppy.
Rochester with a little heat check is no good, but an offensive rebound, a long offensive rebound. Wide open 3 in the corner for Co-op, misses everything, and they're rebounded by the Cubs. So this is where the Cubs need to score here. A deep 3 is up and good! Talk to him. Clute. 14. What a player. He's really starting to show his skill and his potential that he's had almost his entire high school career. He's just been shut down this tournament, but knocking down a very clutch three-pointer.
Yeah, big-time shot there for the Cubs. If that cuts it to 3 points, which is more than doable with how much time is left in the game. This will be a big momentum factor. Whoever can come out of this timeout more locked in, more hustling, and who's going to knock down the first shot, and if the other team can respond, will really dictate what happens the rest of this game.
And this timeout is brought to you by Story Family Medicine. Story Family Medicine is a direct primary care clinic located in Moscow, Idaho. Serving the Palouse, founded by Dr. Rod Story, a board-certified family physician with 18 years of diverse medical experience, including emergency room, hospital, hospice, and nursing home care. The clinic emphasizes on personalized and accessible health care. What a game we have. The great game saved for the championship game, a 3-point differential. 3 points could decide who goes to state and who plays tomorrow against the Logos Knights. Rochester guarded heavily by Clute. And a 2 is up, no good, but a foul. And that foul is on number 23. As you take another look at this replay brought to you by the Diamond Shop. Landmark tried to take that charge, but a blocking foul called there. So Rochester has 2 free throws on his hands and knocks down his first, making it a 2-possession game. Big time free throw for him.
These free throws here are massive. You know, scoring the ball without running any time off the clock is beneficial for both teams here, as both could use to extend or cut the lead to what it already is.
So Clute grabs the defensive board after that missed shot from Rochester. Clute drives left, gets it over to Crow on the left wing. Near side corner 3, up and good for Landmark. Landmark's hyped up after that one. 1-point game. Just over 3 to go here in this championship basketball game. Winner goes to state. Stakes couldn't be higher in a timeout called by the Kendrick Tigers. As time ticks down, tension is starting to build, drama starting to increase. And this timeout is brought to you by Boyer Gravel. Boyer Gravel is a family-owned and operated business in the Lapwai area. For 47 years, we have delivered gravel all over the area to the Lewis-Clark Valley and all the surrounding communities. Give us a call Monday through Friday from 7 to 5, and we will give you a price and put you on the schedule. No job too big or too small. Give us a call at 208-843-2551. Big shout out to Boyer Gravel for sponsoring the Bengal Network White Pine basketball.
Whichever one of these teams that comes, did we get another donation that says, Let's
yes,
go Cubs?
Thank you. Let's Go Cubs by TISQE. I'm not sure how to say that name, but thank you so much for the $25 donation. You guys are very generous tonight on this championship night. And that foul called on number 5. That's Oatman, Matthew Oatman, his 4th personal.
And the Kamiah Cubs now 14 fouls with 2:47 left in the game. So one more foul and it will be 2 shots for the Tigers, no matter where the foul happens, unless it's an offensive foul. But
right.
Still, either way, that is big.
Silflo with the far side 3, no. And an offensive rebound, which is just huge in this game. But a carry called on Kirkland. What a call.
And it will now be Kamiah ball with 2:32 left, with a chance to come down and possibly take the lead here.
My goodness, what a big time call that was. Turnover for Kendrick allows the Cubs to maybe take the lead on this possession. Clute gets it over to the near side wing. Hands it over back to Clute. He's gonna drive right now at the top of the key, makes a defender fall. Landmark with the wide open 3, no. Rebounded by Kirkland. Battle for the ball a little bit, but Kirkland will stay in possession. Kirkland taking it a double team. Silflo gonna take it now. Kirkland back to Silflo. Ball is, and a travel called. So back-to-back turnovers for the Kendrick Tigers coming up in the biggest stage of the season. Definitely just out of control, trying to get rid of the ball, but couldn't right there. Clute and the Cubs with another opportunity to get back into this game. What a game this is. Clute inside, pull-up jumper, misses everything, but an offensive rebound by Oatman. He's up and good for 2. Just like that, the Cubs are in the lead by 1. Kirkland inside, mid-range, back over to Kirkland, right wing. Good defense by Crow. Crow showing some great, strong defense. Up and good, count it, and 1.
And Kirkland there did the same spin move with the same hand that he's called for, that he's got called a carry on the other side.
So coming up big, so many big time plays happening in the last couple minutes of the game. Kirkland with a big free throw, knocks it down. 2-point game. Minute and some change to go here in this ball game. Clute driving right, attracts a double team, kicks it out to Landmark. Bobbled that pass a little bit, back to Clute to the right wing.
Now, I'd imagine if you're Kendrick here, you're going to be super tight in the gaps on Clute, not letting him get anything.
Crow over to Clute. Clute in the far near side wing is no good. Last touch by a Cub. Big time miss from Clute there. So the Cubs need a stop here. Can't allow any points for the Tigers. Inside, back out. Silflo. Silflo intercepted by Clute. And they're going to call a foul on Silflo. Yes. What a defensive stop from Clute. He's coming up clutch in these crunch time moments. Timeout called by the Tigers. We'll see who can forge their way to victory, because this timeout is brought to you by Forge Construction. At Forge Construction, we don't just build homes, we deliver high-quality elite homes with a culture of hard work, leadership, and teamwork. Founded by Brad Covington, a firefighter with carpentry and excavation experience, we prioritize efficiency and accountability in every project. Just like in sports, teamwork and trust are key. From laborers to designers, we operate as one unit. Visit forgeconstruction.work. That's correct, .work.
I cannot believe what I just saw on the offensive end from the Kendrick Tigers. Plenty of time left there, 2-on-1. I mean, you like the 2-on-1 situation, but you got 6'6" Dave Clute standing in the basket there. Don't see any reason to try and force anything. Just pulling it out, trying to burn some time and get the shot you want. Seemed like the appropriate move there, and it turns into a turnover for the Tigers. And now Kamiah will have the option to take the lead here or tie it with 43 seconds left.
Yeah, and it's just an unneed to rush for the basketball. I know you're in a high-pressured situation, but can't afford those turnovers. Crow now, and that ball is tipped and into the hands of the Tigers. Kirkland. And you'd have to imagine you're waiting for Kamiah to foul if you're Kendrick. And yes, that is the situation as Clute commits that foul, and Kendrick will be shooting free throws. Silflo to the line. And my goodness, are these two free throws huge. Can make it a two-possession game if he knocks down both of these. 437 people watching as Silflo knocks down the first. Can he make it a two-possession game here? He can. Silflo coming up clutch. Clute is gonna have to hurry. He's gonna take a three, no. And Kendrick with a big-time rebound is fouled. And if you're the Tigers, you're liking your odds to win this basketball game now. Even if he does connect on both of these free throws, it would still be a two-possession game, just 6 points if he knocks down both of these. 14 seconds left. It would be a rush down the court, a knockdown three, a quick turnover, then another knockdown three if the Cubs want to force overtime. Big shot from Kirkland. Knocks it down. Gonna have to advance the ball quick. Need a three. Pull-up jumper, landmark, no. And that will essentially do it.
5.6 left on the clock. I can't imagine the Cubs are going to foul here. And they will be playing the Logos Knights tomorrow at 5 p.m. Is that correct? I believe it is. Yep. There you go, 5 p.m.
5 p.m. So congratulations, Kendrick Tigers, the White Pine Boys basketball champions. A road to state. They're going dancing, Parker.
They are dancing.
Cubs still not out of it yet. Like you said before, playing Logos tomorrow at 5 p.m. So then they would play in McCall after that, and just a tough road for the Cubs, but absolutely possible. What a game this was. Stay with us as the award ceremony for the Kendrick Tigers is coming up, as the Tigers are your champions. See the trophy about to be awarded to the Tigers.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Idaho High School Activities Association and the District 2 Class 2A White Pine League, tournament directors James Stoner and Travis Peter, would like to present this year's District 2 Class 2A White Pine League Championship Trophy to Coach Steve Kirkland and the Kendrick Tigers.
Congratulations once again to the Kendrick Tigers winning this basketball game, going to state. So that will just about do it for us here tonight.
As it seems they will end it with a Tigers chant.
By the notorious Give Me a T. Let that soak in. That will be it. You're gonna watch some highlights for the rest of this basketball game. Hear a word from our sponsor, and that will just about do it tonight. Tune in tomorrow at 5 p.m. for the Logos Knights versus the Kamiah Cubs, and then after that is your district basketball game against the Sandpoint Bulldogs. And if you win that game, then you guys are dancing at state. So lots on the line tomorrow here, all covered on the Bengal Network, brought to you by the Diamond Shop. I'm Asher Fife.
I'm Parker Bogar.
And we are signing off. Have a great night on this fantastic Wednesday night. Have a great night.
Story family medicine is really different than your usual practice. It's a direct primary care clinic. You might not know what that means, but direct primary care is basically saying, how can we make the care between a doctor and a patient, the relationship, more simple so that it works better? Everything that you do when you see a doctor is really cared for by a single monthly fee. Growth means that we can be healthier all over. Healthier as in keeping the right number of patients for the right doctor. Really never getting so big that you can't know your doctor and your doctor can't know you. We want to be different.
What do you think sets Forged apart from the competition?
The environment and the quality of work that we produce. I think that we can really hone in on somebody's specific wants with whatever they're wanting to build and want the end result to look like. It's really nice to have a group of people that work really well together, along with our project managers are really good at working with the customer as well. And I think it's a really special place to work, that's for sure.
I can't wait to go home.